folks, I'm Matt, and welcome to my Expanded Universe, a show where I go through the entire EU in chronological order as best I know how. That wasn't bad, was it?
Matt Wilkins on the mic, hit the hyperdrive. 9K strong, rebel staying alive. Expand the universe, we deep in the lore. Legends in the books, yeah, we back for more. Dice rolling, boards spread across the map. Strategy kings, no time for a nap. From Carlson streets to indoor trees, board game tactics moves like a breeze. 9K strong, the force is here. Matt Wilkins channel, grab a chair. Star Wars dreams, the board game's clean. Celebrating now, it's the ultimate team. Far, but it feels so near. Legends never die, keep the vision clear. Thrawn tactics, Mara Jady's glare. Tim's on blocks, yo, we been there. Board game nights, settling Catan. Dice roll hot, got the master plan. Wilkins crew, got subs in the fleet. Rebels unite, yo, the vibe's complete. From Alderaan ashes to Tatooine suns, legends stay alive and the fun's never done. Flip the script, no panic combined. The expanded universe, always on the grind.
And just like that, we got to 9K. Hello, welcome to the second stream, the unannounced second stream. So I found out that I'm not going to be able to do the live watch throughs through the 6 Star Wars movies because I don't have the time. I don't have the time for 2 hours. I just realized that. Sadly, I do not. I've still got to get some podcasts out pretty quickly here, and I don't have the time right now is the problem. I'm doing a children's show right now, youth stage show, and it is eating up all of my time and will for the next few weeks. And so oof, I just have zero free time. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy belated Thanksgiving to everyone. Did not get to play board games. First time in, well, I don't know, 15 years since I've been playing board games. Maybe longer. I don't know. I always play around Thanksgiving weekend, and I had to work over Thanksgiving weekend. And then my nephews did not want to play today. They didn't want to play last night either. I couldn't find anyone to play with. So that's a sad face. That's a big sad face for me. Wanted to get some games in. Orville. I don't even know if I'll get some games in for Christmas break. I'm hoping so. Oh, mercy me. So yeah, what a bummer of a day. I did have a game night planned on, what was it, 2 weeks ago? I MC / DJ for weddings. I used to way back in the day. I don't anymore. There's one family who was at my, I was the DJ for all this one families. Well, I stopped doing it. Sold my speaker, sold everything. And they said, well, do you still do it? I said, I'll do it for you guys. And when their last daughter, I think, yeah, their youngest daughter, their last one got married. I was like, I'm done. And then one other family goes, will you do it? I was like, oh, I don't want to. Okay, you guys, I'll do it for you. And so I did it for one of their daughters. And now all of them, the whole family is married off. And except for the youngest son. He's in college. So I probably have one left in me. One, because they're the only one that call me. But anyway, so we're doing this wedding, right? And I've got a game night that night. This is 2 weeks ago. I mean, it's going to be so much fun. So much fun. The moons have aligned, new people coming over. It's going to be great. And suddenly, my wife is going to the theater because I'm going to be home. She's going to leave the kids with me and go to the theater, the stage theater, to see a show she wants to see. And so, so everything's going smoothly. Well, then she calls me and goes, "Hey, I need to go now." Well, it's like an hour and a half before the show. I was like, "What?" What happened was it was patron night. What that means is they give you show up an hour early and they feed you. Like there's a big smorgasbord of, there's drinks and wine and all this food, and they just hobnob for an hour. That's what she wants to go to, is hobnobbing. And I was like, I said, look. I said, just hold up. They'll be done. I said, well, just let me get the kids then. Let me get the kids from you. I'll get the kids from you. So I talked to the bride and groom because they had not done the first dance yet, or the mama daddy dance, or the mother son dance, or whatnot. And I was like, look, I said, I got to go pick up my kids. I'm 10 minutes away. So that means 20 minutes. Are y'all going to do the dances now? Or if you're not, can you give me 20 minutes? And they went, we can give you 20 minutes. Absolutely. They said, absolutely, Matt, go get your kids. I was like, oh, good. So I ran to get them. My wife had already taken them to the theater. She wanted to go super early. So she already took them. So now I am an additional 30 minutes away because she's taking them on the other side of town. So that's about 50 minutes. That's an hour. So I call and I say, "Hey, are you near the bride?" I called someone who was doing the music. I said, "Are you near the bride?" He went, "Yeah." I said, "Can you put her on?" And I said, "Hey, Haley, Megan took him to Monroe. I gotta go." I said, "I won't. I can come back. We can do the dances and then I can go." I said, "But I just want to let you know, I don't have the kids with me." Because, the kids were allowed at the wedding. That was not a problem. She wanted to see them too. And she goes, "No, Matt," she said, "we're having a great time here. You just go ahead and go get your kids. We'll just delay everything by an hour." They were totally laid back. I go get my kids. And then I realize I just delayed the wedding for an hour, which means I'm not getting in by 7. So I had to cancel game night. I was so depressed, but oh well, them's the breaks. Yes, and now that my nephews aren't playing anymore. See, my nephew's friends aren't playing anymore. My nephews really don't want to play anymore. They just want to play the new Twilight Imperium game, and that's it. They have zero interest in any other games now. So everything's kind of just dead. I texted one of my old buddies. He's a nurse and he works a lot of hours, but I was hoping he'd want to, hang out. Nothing. And then another buddy of mine was supposed to come in for Thanksgiving, but he didn't. So, it is. I won't. And then trying to get those couples to come back. Nope. They're just fair weather. It was just something to do that night, but they have other things planned, and now it's the holidays. So they're not that, and I love them. You don't have to be, but they're not really into board games. It was just something for them to do. So I'm like, oh. So now I'm in a little bit of a pickle because I don't have a group at all. And like the group I was trying to get set up are gone. So I don't know. This is a conundrum, so to speak. A man whose hobby is board games has no one to play with now suddenly. And hey, I had a good run, like 15 solid years of having so many people come over and play and work around my schedule, really, because I had the kids through some of that too, at least for the past 6 years. So, but man, oh man. And I asked for board games for Christmas. I know I'm getting one for sure. And my wife's like, "Do you have any other gifts on your list?" She does not want to get a board game for me. She does not want to get a board game. So yeah, I'm super bummed. Oh, so bummed, but oh well, it is what it is, I guess, as they say. And it is not very good. That's what's not very good. Yeah. When the kids grow up, you just finished watching a garbage movie. What movie did you watch? I have not seen Stranger Things. I'm in no rush to see Stranger Things. I will see it eventually, but right now I'm in zero rush. Zero rush to see it. Let me think. The 4 episodes came out. This is part 1 of the 3-part finale. Like they're going to do 12 episodes, but they're going to release them different times. I'll tell you what I'm excited for. Shoresy season 5 comes out Christmas Day. I'll watch that. But you watch 65. I don't know what 65 is. Yeah, and the kids can play vintage games. And that's what we can play right now. I played vintage games with them. I played some with them just a few weeks ago. So we'll still play every once in a while. But, some of the older games, they won't play for another 6-7 years. So, surely, there is these 2 guys who we've talked about it. We've been very busy. They seem interested. They want to do more co-op. And it's been a while since I've gone through Time Stories, so maybe, but I got rid of a bunch of my co-op games. I got Project Elite, and that's still co-op, but I don't have many co-ops. But they're like, "Do you have a co-op?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, you guys like co-ops," because all my gaming groups have hated co-ops. So, not that I can't get into co-ops, but I'm like, "Oh, okay." I think they want to be nice gamers. But either way, I'm going to try to get them to come over. But that's it. That's it. And I did try to get them to come over for a couple of weeks in a row, and they just kept saying no. And I thought, oh, you know what? They probably just said that to be nice. And then when I saw them at a party, one of the guys goes, "Hey, I'm so sorry I didn't get to come, but please, if you're doing it again, let me know." I was like, oh, okay. Oh, by the way, Time Stories. So, anyway, do they play Candyland? They would. They had the little cheap Nazo. They had the little, remember when Dollar Tree sold like the little board games where they were just basically cardboard, little cheap little board? They had the Candyland for that, and it was just so cheap. Thankfully they bent the markers or whatnot, and I eventually threw it all away. But we play they play Memory and all the vintage games I've reviewed. They play most of those. So, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. So we'll play games. I'm playing my vintage games with them. That's no problem at all. Just, I'd like to have some adult time too, but I don't have that. Just got a bunch of kids. And these kids at this show, man, I like them. They're nice. I talk to them from the littlest kids. They're 8 years old up to 17. And they're all super nice. In fact, we had to draw names for a Secret Santa. I got the senior, the girl senior, and my wife made me spend more than the needed amount. You're only supposed to spend, there's like a $20, $25 limit to spend like $35 or $40 on her. My wife's like, you got to get her something nice. She's graduating. You got to get her something nice. And it just came in, which I was so glad we didn't do the gift exchange today. We were supposed to do it today, and she moved it back to next week because there's just too much going on. I was like, good, because I don't have it. I don't know if it's going to come in time because it was in China. I ordered it. It was coming from China. It's the personalized blanket or whatnot. So, but anyway, I've been they had Dress Up as Your Hero Day. Fun stories with these kids. Dress Up as Your Hero Day. One girl dressed up as me. But I like her style. She is also one of my favorites right now because when I was wearing I think I told the story already. I was wearing a Red Wings jersey, and she looked at me. She went, "Mr. Matt, is that the jersey from Ferris Bueller's Day Off?" No, it's a Red Wings jersey, but actually that answer is better. So she's really fun. And I gave her some Sour Patch Kids, and now this other kid wants candy. His name is Rain, spelled with a Y. Rain with a Y. And he likes Butterfinger, so I'm going to bring him a Butterfinger because I don't like to play favorites. So, and then the little girls were asking me which one was there, which of them was my favorite. They think it's the mom. For some reason, they think I love the moms because I feel bad for them. There's a scene, they have a quick transition, and I've been writing extra scenes. They told me it's a kid show. There's the rules for kid shows are a lot looser, so I could write extra scenes if I wanted to. So I wrote 3 little scenes. This one's it's like a 10-second dialogue. It's just to get she has to get from downstairs. For some reason, my wife put this up on the front, on the balcony. So now the girl has to run all the way down and transition to the bottom floor. And I guess the reason she did that is because they're trying to sit up the bottom while they're walking on the top. But the mom immediately after that scene has to transition to the schoolroom. So it wasn't happening. It was just awkward pause. My wife goes, "Can you write something?" So I wrote something for the dad to say, but the dads just go, they rush through the line. They rush through the line every time, and the girls don't have enough time. And I feel so bad for those two girls because they are breaking their necks. They're going down flights of steps in a pretty dark area. If you don't know, backstage is pretty dark. There's maybe one light bulb, but it's not setting off a glow. Like I would be scared to shoot down those steps and then turn around and try to hit my mark center stage going down a corridor. I can't do it. So I want the dads to pace it out because even if they're pacing out, those girls are still hustling. But all the little girls thought that I really cared for that they're both of the older seniors or the mom. And I was like, no, I care for all you girls. Care for all you girls. Don't play favorites. I'll tell you who I don't like though. But other than that, I can't wait to be over it because that'll free up my social life. Not that I have one, but seriously, getting the podcast recorded is going to be a problem because I don't have anyone right now. I don't have the time, I guess I should say. I've been missing out on the talks here. I would love, Michael, I would love a Grinch 25th anniversary poster. Absolutely. Absolutely. Without a shadow of a doubt. I'm going to see that. We play the Santa Bowl that Saturday. The Santa Bowl, I am the oldest now. I am the oldest active player on the roster. I have been since we restarted, and I keep breaking that record every year. Even though I did ask one of my buddies, I said, how long did you play for? And he said, till he was 60. I ain't going to make it to 60. I thought 50, I'd retire. But Ronnie said, if you want me to be truthful, I would have retired at 55 because he had an agreement with someone else on the same team that they would not hit each other. They were both centers. So they would sit there and act like they were busy, even though in reality, they were just going easy on each other. And that's why he played. And then when Chris graduated and went to our team, that's when Ronnie retired. And Chris retired too. We didn't even get Chris too. But I found that out. So he said, in reality, 55 was the last time I got hit, which I thought was funny. But 60, that's saying something. That's saying something. I don't know if I can make it to 60. But anyway, we're going to get smashed. But it's going to hurt because I went out and I threw and I ran and I play tackled my nephews. Play tackled means, I grabbed them, slammed them down. They grabbed and slammed me down. It wasn't rough. It was just, take me down, like you're a little wrestling with your brother. And I've been sore for 2 days. We didn't do anything. I wasn't even running that hard. I'd run one and catch. I'd throw a little bit, I'd run kind of tackle, play tackle. I'm hurting. And that was just a practice. I'm in trouble. It's going to be a morning game. First time ever. Santa Bowl will be played in the morning. Because even though I got the date first, someone asked me to move it up because his adopted son got married all of a sudden. It was a shotgun wedding. And so they never got to have a wedding reception or a wedding ceremony. I don't know if it's him, his wife, both of them. They didn't want a wedding. So they just got married and just ran off. I don't think they eloped. They did get married, but they want to do a wedding reception for all their friends here. And he wants to do it the day of the Santa Bowl, that afternoon, when we're playing the Santa Bowl. Dude, I already set the time. But then the dad was like, hey, I know you set the time and we haven't announced it yet, but Connor wants to do this wedding reception. And I was thinking, well, I'm going to lose you, which he's a really good player. But my nephew, who's on the other team, he's going to lose about 3 or 4 players. Maybe that's a fair, I don't know. But I decided to move it. So the first time ever be played in the morning. But that's good because it gives me time to recoup. And Michael, when I tell you I'm going to be hurting, but I'm going to be in that theater. I'm going to be in that theater. They're not playing the movies late. I guess not, because it's not, I guess, it's a kid's movie. So I think the last showing here was like at 4 or something, maybe 6. But yeah, I'm going. And by the way, when I watch The Grinch, it will be the 4th movie. It'll be movie number 4 and movies I've seen the most in theaters. It's 4th showing. We'll get it to that number 4 spot. What is number 3? Return of the Jedi. I've seen 5 times in theaters. Oh, have I seen it more than 5? Hold on. No, 5 times in theaters. I've seen Return of the Jedi 5 times in theaters. I've seen episode 2 6 times. And I saw episode 1 9 times because every time someone told me, Matt, I want to go with you, we'd go. That was back in the day. I should have used my money wisely. And then episode 2, a lot of people wanted to go. I'd always go to the midnight and the day after. And then my friends would ask me to go. And so I did. Episode 3 I only saw 3 times. It was only going to be twice. The midnight showing and the next day showing. And I wasn't ever going to see it again, but I remember late in the summer when movies used to stay the whole time in August, my family, we'd all go to a movie. We still kind of do this. Me and my nephew and my wife usually go see a movie now. The whole family used to go see a movie when we were at the beach. And they went to go see this movie, and I did not want to see it. I can't remember what movie it was. Like, oh, that movie looks like garbage. And I was like, what else is playing? And episode 3 was playing. I went, I'll go see episode 3 one more time. So that means I saw it a 3rd time in theaters. But The Grinch, I'll see it 4 times in theaters. Oh, you got Han Solo Stars in Han Solo's Revenge. Awesome. Am I seeing Zootopia 2? Maybe it comes out in streaming. Yo. I'm doing good. Star Wars Expanded Universe. How are you? A game like Battleship, it was probably called Subsearch. Was it Subsearch? I can't remember. I don't have it anymore. But it's like Battleship on crack. It's really good. But I knew that was a game. See, I rarely play 2-player games, and that was a 2-player game. And I loved it. It was great. But there was no one, I never have just 2 players. And for my girls, it's way too advanced. So I didn't get rid. I traded it for something else. You'll probably be playing games later. Boo. Like Blood Rain. Oh, I guess so. I didn't think about that. I haven't played Halo in forever. Hello, Calcite Lion. Calcite Lion. I am doing well. You just finished New Joe Rebel Dream. Great book. I've been watching Highlander, the series. I'm hoping my brother will come on and review season 1 with me. He's watching the TV show. But, I mean, he had like a 2-month lead on me, and he doesn't watch it that much. And I've already taken the lead from him. I'm in season 2, and I don't remember. I don't remember any. I remember these episodes, but I don't remember any of them being this short. Like episode 2 of Highlander season 2, I thought that was an episode from season 5 or even 6. Like I could have sworn if you said, "Hey, Matt, the story about the guy in the immortal in the leather jacket who wants to know what death is like, but is too afraid to do." I was like, "Oh yeah, that's in season 5 or 6." No, it's the 2nd episode in season 2. I totally forgot. And then I just saw The Darkness, which is episode 4. I swear, I thought that was the season finale for season 2. I thought it was. And now I don't remember what the finale is. But man, that plays like a finale. It is a bold choice. I won't spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but a bold choice. But really smart. Like that episode is smarter than its time. 1994 is when it came out, and it's a really smart episode. Like it pulls the rug on it. It has a twist you can't see coming. You cannot see the twist. You're like, oh, okay, because it plays like another episode, and then they twist it, and it feels like that should have been a season finale. It's such a huge change of events. Huge change of events. Favorite Star Trek original series character? Kirk. That's easy. I like Spock. Love Spock. And I love Bones. The holy trinity of Star Trek. The original cast, the original series, that's my favorite. That's my favorite over anything. Next Generation's great. Deep Space Nine is great. Voyager, the Doctor episodes are great. Anything else sucks. And Enterprise is pretty good. And one day I will watch all of those again. But that day won't come. Because after I finish Highlander, I may start watching through Tremors again. I read Beneath Perfection, which Bruce and I are supposed to review soon. Yeah, I've been reading Batman too. Someone got me the Batman Court of Owls and the Batman the New 52 wave line, and I'm about 3 trade paperbacks from the ending now. I've been burning through those since I don't play board games this weekend. I've been burning through Batman books, and I'll have it done next week for sure. I can't say I can get it done tomorrow. I just started book. I think I'm on book 8, and then there's a book 9 and a book 10 is the final one. But I just started book 8. So I could finish book 8 and start book 9 tomorrow, but I couldn't finish them and do 10 as well. So it'll be sometime next week I'll have them all finished. It's good so far. I'm sure Wes and I will talk about our Princes of the Universe. Yep, Subsearch. Greetings from Australia. Thank you. And to be honest, the new Race Squadron audiobook's fantastic, Scott. Awesome. That's the unabridged ones. Best Batman actor, Michael Keaton. Let's see. Val Kilmer did a really good job too. Ooh, I really like Val Kilmer's Bruce Wayne. Yeah, on the Star Wars audiobooks. Oh, by the way, Australia. So I'm trying to do these. I'll try to do one in the morning sometime, maybe on a Saturday morning, do one. I'll try to mix these up, especially when I'm off. I mean, the thing is, these 9K streams, they're going to go all through December. I just don't have the time right. For the next 2 weeks, I have zero time. So for those last 2 weeks in December, I'll have more free time and I'll make the time to do more streams. But some of the first audiobooks I listened to was Rogue Squadron, and I found out they were abridged, and I was so upset. And I didn't listen to audiobooks since then. And then they started doing unabridged, which I would have listened to back in the day, but didn't. And I've listened to maybe 1 or 2 audiobooks, and they're really good. I just would rather read a book. But I'm glad the new that was one of the best things about these reprints. They've been doing unabridged audiobooks, which is great. Ever considered reading not from other franchises? I did read Halo. I read the first 2 Halo books, and then I got out of it. I just don't get into Halo anymore. I read all the Firefly. What else? I read all the Firefly. What else do I read? I read all the Walking Dead. Sons of Anarchy only had 1 book, and I read that. Trying to think of, Lord of the Rings. Spartacus only came out with 2 books, and I reread those earlier this year, and they're excellent. Still excellent. Yeah, I'll keep up with a few other things. I need to read the Walking Dead comic books again. It's been a while. And I want to read Batman Revolution, but it's not in the library. Yeah, that Jedi Academy trilogy, I don't know why they're, someone made a joke. They should remind them that Jedi Academy trilogy has fans too. Oh, that's Dylan who made that joke to me a few months ago. Yeah, iJedi got one. That was the funny thing. iJedi got one. And hold on. Give the thumbs up there. All right. Let's see what else we got. So I am going to have some guests on the stream. I know one for sure. I had to wait till after Thanksgiving. And right now, so here's the deal. Every night is practice. Every night and all day on most of the day on Saturday. So, next Saturday, is the Balkanville Christmas parade. Should I live stream that? Should that be one of the live streams? I think it should, even though that's cheating. But I plan on going back. I love the Balkanville Christmas parade. I want to be in it, but no one wants to be in it with me, so that dream's going to die. But that's the only parade I ever loved going to. It's hilarious. It's great. And I definitely want to go. Now, I don't know if I'll live stream it or just film it and edit it that way. I don't know. I know one of my buddies was super happy that I live streamed it because he used to live here and he doesn't anymore. And he misses the Redneck Christmas parade. So he enjoyed the live stream. And maybe I'll do it. I mean, we caught that person who, broke their leg on the bike. That person broke their leg. I ran up there and I didn't know what was wrong because you couldn't tell their leg was broken. They were just sitting there and they weren't moving their leg. And they were just like this. They were just on the ground, just like this. And I was like, what did they do? And then someone told me they broke their leg. But looking back, you couldn't see the broken leg. So do it. Okay. Yeah, we'll do it. You'll do a live stream again. All right. We may have to do a live stream then. We'll live stream the Christmas parade then. But that's what I'm doing that Saturday. And then it's going to be a whirlwind of events, of things I've got to get done. So, like I said, and then the week after that, but then after that, the shows start, school shows start, everything starts, then it's done. And then I'm done. I'm supposed to get a check from this. There's no amount of money that would make this worth it. I just feel like this took up way too much of my time. In a way, I did back-to-back shows, which is a big no-no for me. I started in a show, dinner theater, and then had to do this stupid dinner theater. Now, I love it's a Christmas show, and I love the kids. They're really, really nice. I'm glad I've gotten to know them. But this is just a total waste of time. And then, meanwhile, my gaming group just crumbled into dust. So it's just hasn't been a good day. Oh, ho, ho. I may do an early morning stream one day. I do have a day off I could utilize, maybe 2 days off in between. So maybe I could do day streams. Who knows? But I'll try to get those done. Hello, Fizzy. But yeah, I'll try to do that. But it's just, it's been busy. Really wish I was doing some games, and I'm getting lots of text messages right now. I'm sorry if you're hearing that. I will not be watching the Star Wars Holiday Special. That's why I'm getting text. Okay, I thought so. Okay. Sorry. Anyway, I may have to go here in a minute. Screw it. I'm not going to leave for this. If you don't know, there's a game going on right now, and I'm not going to watch it, but it looks like, oh, well, okay. It's the Iron Bowl right now. My whole family's Alabama. I'm Auburn, but I don't really watch football anymore. I kind of got out of football during the pandemic. I just stopped caring. Baseball is really the only thing I care about. So everyone was surprised when I haven't watched the Iron Bowl in like years at their house, like in at least 3 years, probably more. And they just now figured this out, that Matt's not coming. No. And I wasn't there last year or the year before. I think I was there the year before that, but I wasn't in the room. And they're suddenly realizing that I haven't been watching. And my brother's like, he didn't watch football anymore. No. And now Auburn just tied it up. So I had a lot of Alabama fans making fun of me today and all weekend long. And now they're all texting like, crap. Oh no. And then a bunch of other people are like, oh my gosh, dude. But when it's close like this, Alabama's going to win. What a joke. But doesn't matter. So, more Civilized Age, though, we will be talking about the holiday special. We've never talked about the holiday special, More Civilized Age. Probably talk about Ewoks and Droids cartoon, both the Ewoks movies. I want to talk about all the television, EU, a few other topics. I wanted just a hodgepodge of topics. And then I need to discuss with them off camera. I've already got half of the 2026 slate of topics we'll be talking. Now that just means I have 6 topics, but I think I have like 10. I have some ideas, but I probably have enough for the whole year. But I just wanted to run through them, my ideas for what we're going to do next year. But I do have some topics for More Civilized Age. That will be next Thursday, and it'll be late when I get off, so I'll be rushing to get here, which usually you can't keep the kids past 8:30 on school nights is their rule, and school's back in next week. So we'll be done by 8:30, and my wife's usually ready to close and go home. But I mean, we're skating in like 10 till 9, So hopefully I skate. If not, I'll move it back to 9:30. But yeah, this is how awful my time is. And we have a mouse in the house. I thought I saw him the other night, and I've heard him here and there. It's just one little mouse. And it's just like a little house mouse. I put out little pellets that's supposed to eat and kill it off. So, it'll eventually go the way of the buffalo, I'm sure. If not, I don't know if the pellets are the way to kill the little, like, they eat it and they die from it. I put out a little tray of that where I found where he was. He's underneath the refrigerator right now because I saw him run underneath there. He's been living in the laundry room because my wife piles clothes up to the ceiling there, and I asked because I saw him scurry in, and he's real quick, so I didn't know what it was. That's a mouse. And then the other night I saw him, and then this night he tried to make it, and I cut him off, and he ran underneath the refrigerator, and so I got some little mouse pellets things. I had my wife watch the fridge, and he says you didn't come out from the fridge, so I put it underneath there. So hopefully he'll eat those and then die. But I thought about getting the sticky pan. But what is going to have him? I mean, you put up against the wall, right, where he's moving back and forth. But is he really going to step on a sticky pad? I don't see him stepping up on the sticky pad. I just don't see that happen unless there's some smell or whatever it gives off to get him. I don't know. Has anyone ever tried to catch a mouse? What's the best thing to catch a mouse on? They have these fancy little mouse traps. They're like little boxes. I said, well, what gets them to go in there? I don't know. It's just a little mouse. And I've seen him. I thought we have a lot of geckos, lizards, and they get in every once in a while. I thought that's what it was. I thought I was seeing stuff because every time I saw it, I'd run over, flip the furniture over, and be gone because it was just so quick. Or it gets up in the furniture somehow. It found a little hole in the furniture, it squeezes through, and I could hear it scratching around. Sticky pad. Oh, dang it. So I should have gotten the sticky pad. Dang it. I bought the poison pellet thing. You put it down, they'll nibble on it and die. Doggone it. Should have gotten the sticky pad then. I can go back and get it, I guess. Running the first West End game session tomorrow. Awesome. Yeah. 2 Star Wars nerds. Let me know. Really having fun. I'm really having fun going through the West End game stuff. It is a lot of fun. A lot of lore. It's just refreshing. I'm so glad everyone's enjoying it too. I'm so glad everyone's enjoying those reviews. I was a little worried, like, oh man, we're going deep into the sticks, right? Reviewing, role-playing books now. But everyone's been super into it, and I have too. I have too. And like I said, you'll expect this all through 2026, and I think by early 2027, I'll have rolled through all the ones I want to review, and then I'll switch over to. I know people want me to watch all of the movies, the 6 movies, and get my thoughts again on them. I may do that. But what most likely I'll do is for 2027, all through that and maybe into 2028, watch all the video game. Just watch either playthroughs or the story modes of all the video games and give my thoughts on that because I have not seen that stuff before. I've never seen that stuff before. So video games is where I lack in my expanded universe knowledge. And that would be fun. That would be fun. So we'll probably do that. So it'll be a lot of video game expanded universe stuff. I mean, honestly, you look at this, what's that, 3 years of content? And even if I run out in 2028, I can still do the movies and who knows what else by then. Who knows what else? Then I go back to reviewing new legend stories, right? right? Because they're going to bring it back. But that'll be fun. And maybe that's the new frontier. Because, I mean, I'll be honest, all that EU from video games is new to me. So that would be a new frontier for me to keep continuing learning more about the expanded universe, because I don't know much about the video games at all. So that won't be too bad. I'm looking forward to that. Oh, Alabama scored. There's some time left for Auburn to score, but yeah, I think that's not going to happen. Don't even want to think about 2028. Yeah. Well, I mean, you look at it. I mean, 2029. Am I still doing this? Possibly. There's tons of stuff to talk about, but that's the thing. I mean, I can take my time. I can take my time and just have a good time. Am I on any Discord servers? Not, I am, but I don't really get on Discord that much. If you want to know the truth, I am on Discord, but I only use it to check my board game. I have a board game group that I'm subscribed to, and I help test play Twilight Imperium fan expansions. And so they'll make them, I'll get them, I'll play them, I'll give my thoughts. That's usually the only thing. I haven't been on Discord in months, but that's really the only thing that gets me on Discord. I mean, I'm on Isaac's Discord. I'm on a few Star Wars ones, but I really don't get on there that much. I don't make the time. Let me be thorough. I don't make the time. The time I have, I utilize in other ways. I'm not on Discord that much. So no. And the only time I go on Discord is when I need to look up something for Twilight Imperium, or when I have a question, or like this whole year, I was on there on and off because I was playing the Discord and Stars expansion, and then a few other mini expansions. And someone's been tagging me because they obviously want me to play another one of their expansions, but I'm going to stop right now because the new Thunder's Edge came out, and I really want to play that. That's what we were going to play this weekend, but I couldn't get off. In my job, I was kind of flying solo, meaning I was a team of one, and that's nice. But at the same time, when you're a team of one, it's easy to eliminate you. So my job, for anyone who doesn't know, got eliminated. My job role got eliminated a few months ago. And so because of my location, really. And so I was like, oh no, but the local site picked me up. So I'm at the same company. I'm just working for a different division. And now I'm on a team. I love that I'm on a team. I love that I'm on a team again. I love my teammates too, my new teammates. It's great. However, the stuff I was doing individually, you cannot do. Like, you cannot take, it's hard to get 2 weeks off approved in a row. That's too much time off. And I take mine in blocks of 2. So next year is going to be interesting. My boss said, we'll talk about it. They're giving me it this year, but usually they would never approve the last 2 weeks off in December, which is what I always get because my girls are out of school. Now, by the end of next year, maybe they'll approve it again. But she said, usually they don't approve that. Now, to have that off and Thanksgiving, those days before and after Thanksgiving, that's a little too much. And I didn't ask for Thanksgiving. I should have, but I didn't. I have 2 extra days off that I haven't utilized. So I'm going to try to take a day off next week and the week after that. So I'll have a few 4-week work days. And then my last week, I'm only working 3 days. Not bad, So I'm done with a 5-day work week as of last week. This week, I worked a 4-day work week because it was Thanksgiving week. But from here on out, I'm just working 4 days a week. That's nice. That's nice. So, and my new job's all right. It's just different. And I don't know if I was told it's going to be different good. Everyone tells me it's going to be different. Everyone. So I'm waiting for that different good to pop up because I haven't felt the different good. I don't know. No one from work watches this. I feel I'm going to get micromanaged. And they told me they wouldn't do that. But I really feel micromanaged. And it's almost to the point of, we want you to do this, but we want to make sure before you submit it to us, let me look at it. Is that all you want to do? Maybe you should do that too. Maybe you should add that too. Okay, now submit it to me. Okay, I approve. I don't know, man. That's a little micromanaging to me, but I mean, it's okay. I'm thankful to be working for the same company. So, audio dramas, audiobook content. Yeah, they're great stuff. And that, I mean, right now, I mean, obviously it's RPGs for this year until early 2027. Then it's going to be video games all until, let's say, early 2028 or mid 2020. I don't know how long video games will take. There's a lot of Old Republic content, though. I know that. However, that obviously could be something, is to dip into audiobooks. It obviously could be a pathway. Someone wants me to watch the 6 Star Wars movies and get my thoughts on them again. Sure. That's nothing, right? That's done in a matter of weeks. So that's obviously an option. I could go with audiobooks. I don't think I'll do fan fiction again. We've done that on the side here and there. We'll never say never. But I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. Definitely we'll see. But when now I'm talking about, like, I have the next 3 years plotted out on the channel for the content. That's great. I didn't want to do reread so early, but because, what was it? Was it because we're having the babies? Maybe so. I had a bunch of free time on my hands and did reread right away. So, yeah. Would I recommend Twilight Imperium for hardcore only? Is there a sharp learning curve? Man, okay. So here's the deal. It is kind of intense, meaning there's a lot of rules. But and everyone has said this. Y'all need to just come over to my house. That's what we need to do. You need to see. Come over to the house. After the second round, the rounds take about 45 minutes when you're playing 6 to 8 players. But after the second round, you got it. Like for me, it's 45 minutes a player. So if it's a 4-player game, we get done faster than anyone. That's what's at 3 hours. We'll get done in 3 hours. If it's an 8-player game, it's going to be 6 hours. But it's so much fun. It's so much fun. And after that when that second round starts going on, things start clicking. They go, oh, okay. And you're not going to win, but you're going to love the game because you're basically world building, you're galaxy building. I would definitely find someone who has it, or go to a convention, a gaming convention, and check it out with some friends. Play it with someone who knows it, and they're going to kill you in it. But at the same time, just have fun with it and then learn it. And it's super fun. It's a space opera. It's my favorite game. Obviously, my top 100 came out. You saw it was my 100. And to be honest, it was not in the top one. I mean, it was not number one for a while. Strymag Baseball had the lead for the longest. When I played my full season this year, I was like, number one. I kept playing Twilight Imperium. I was like, nope, Stratomac. I'm happy to have it back. But the last few games we played of Twilight Imperium recently. Oh, and I mentioned in the video that I might beat my record because we did not play in Thanksgiving. I will not beat the record. At best, I will tie the record. I'm 2 away from the record. I'm supposed to have 1 game in Thanksgiving, and then sometimes I'll play 2 around Christmas. Now, I played 0 in Thanksgiving. Maybe I'll play 2 around Christmas, but I don't know if my nephews want to play 2. So, I may fall up short. Now, my record of playing it is 10 times in 1 year. Most people play it once a year, but I played it 10 times in 1 year once. And right now I have played it 8 times. We've had a ball with it. And I really enjoy all the strategies, but and I am getting some games like for Christmas. So I'll be doing some reviews come next year. One of my buddies, usually he didn't come in to visit his mom and Thanksgiving, but he is coming for Christmas. So I'll play with him, I know for sure. But I think after the second round, 2 Star Wars nerds, you'll get it. So just come over to the house. We'll play. What are some of my favorite? Jake the Movie Geek. Let's see. Clone Wars books. MedStar. But the duology, excellent. It's excellent. Besides MedStar, I mean, it's kind of cheating. Not cheating. It's at the end of the Clone Wars, but Labyrinth of Evil. Excellent. Excellent. It's right. It's like the prequel to Episode 3. That's the cream of the crop in my mind. The cream of the crop are those two. And if you want to say the Episode 3 novelization is rock solid. So those would be my picks. MedStar first. I don't know. Maybe Labyrinth of Evil first, then MedStar, but it's very close. The comic books had some good ones. The Republic comic books during the Clone Wars are really good. You can enjoy those too. Those are good. So there you go. If you're a Clone Wars fan. But anyway, what was I going to say? What about Shatterpoint? A lot of people love Shatterpoint. I am not a Shatterpoint fan, but a lot of people love Shatterpoint. So you can add that one to it. I thought it was a waste of Mace Windu's character. Plus, I don't like the first person. They have some Dear Diary moments like journal. He's writing in his journal. And to me, it wasn't as good. But a lot of people, like the majority, I would say, love Shatterpoint. So, I'm not like the majority of people, though. But they do love Shatterpoint. So that could be one, too. But MedStar, I think overall is really good. I think it's excellent. And Labyrinth of Evil is really good. Labyrinth of Evil, you read that and you think, dang, this should have been a movie. That's what you think. You think it should have been a movie. Let's see. I'm getting text messages. Oh, I'm getting text messages from annoying Alabama fans now, so they must have won the game. They did win the game. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well. I knew Auburn was going to blow it, so it's all right. My annoying family will berate me to no end, even though it's not as fun for them since they know I wasn't watching the game and didn't care. But anyway, yeah. Other than that, Thanksgiving went well. I had a turkey, of course. We just sat around. I read a bunch of Batman books. Played football with my son and my nephews about 3 or 4 times. They wanted to throw the pigskin out there. My nephew is really excited about our Santa Bowl. He knows he's going to get another win. And then next year he has to come on my team. That's why he wants one more win. And he wants me to raise the age so he can stay on his team. He grabs all these kids from all these schools who play football. He stacks his team really well. He's always wanted to win, and he's winning because the adults, there's not as many adults now. We raised it. And I regret this, but we kept it at age level. And the very first year we brought it back, which was 3 years ago, after an 8-year hiatus, one of the guys said, "Why don't you just do it married and unmarried?" I should have done that. I should have changed it to married and unmarried people. But adults back in my day, it used to be 28 and up. 28? You mean if you're 27, you're considered a kid? Yeah, because the kids didn't have enough on their team. They didn't have enough people on their team. So we had to keep raising the age. And the first year we tried that, I couldn't get a team together. And so we dropped it all the way down to where it is now, 23. 23. And my nephew turned 23 a few weeks ago. But 23, the rule is anyone can play on anyone's team at 23. And so he's choosing the youth one more time. And he wants me to raise it by a year, but he knows the adults don't ever have enough people. And already I know one guy who is not showing up, and we had 12 people show up. So that puts me at 11 again, which, oh man, playing Ironman football, we can't play no more. So that'd be bad. All right, so let's see. Has it been established anywhere why the Emperor could not sense Luke Skywalker's presence, Return of the Jedi? It's been very long since I read the novelization. When could he not? He is toying. He is toying with Luke. I forgot to tell you. Yeah, he's toying. I know he's toying with Darth Vader. He said, because remember, he goes, are your feelings clear? He's basically saying, you do know he has to die, right? Funny, I have not felt his presence. He's basically testing Luke Skywalker at that point. Hey, Isaac, I was just talking about you. What was I saying about Isaac earlier? I can't remember. Isaac, I was not watching the Iron Bowl because my whole family's Alabama. I heard it was close, but Alabama, as always, comes out on top. Oh, hey, OG, how you doing? But so no, I was just that's all I was saying. And let me see. So yeah, I'm gonna play some football. What's my favorite color? Used to be red. But when I play board games, I always play yellow because everyone fights over who gets to be red. Red and blue are very popular colors. Red and blue. Everyone wants to be red and blue. Green, I only had one person that no. My nephew wants to play with green. I got two people who ever want to play with green. No one plays yellow, so I will play yellow. And we all used to fight and take turns playing red. And then I thought, I don't care what color I am. I'll play any color. But yeah, so that's how it goes. Let's see. What else was I going to say? Oh, the last movie I'll see in theaters is The Grinch, by the way. Jim Carrey's The Grinch is my favorite Christmas movie. I watch it every year consistently. For the past 2 years, the Cinemark here has played it in theaters, and now it's coming out again in theaters for its 25th anniversary. And I can't wait to watch it again. And if it comes out next year, I'll watch it again. I just love that movie. And so I'll be watching it hurt because I know I'm going to get bruised up. If anyone wasn't here at the beginning, I played a little gentle. I threw the ball around, play tackled my little nephews, and I've been hobbling for the past 2 days. I've been very sore. And I like I said, I ran a little. I play tackled. They play tackled me. I fell to the ground, and I am sore everywhere. And that wasn't even rough. And the Santa Bowl is full contact. It's flag football, but it's full contact. I'm going to die. But last year, I heard a pop. I thought I tore something in my calf muscle. But after a few weeks, could walk on it. Everything was good again. So probably just strained it. But I did. I heard and I went down for the count. I could not stand. I looked like Daniel LaRusso in Karate Kid. I was hobbling on that leg. Trying to crane kick the people on the other team. But yeah, my calf was hurting pretty fiercely. So and then someone else got injured. His shin. He got hit in the shin and he was out. So I had to go in and they kept my nephew finds the biggest kids that play football, like at the local college or whatever. And that dude knew I was hurt and he just kept bowling over me. I mean, just killing me. I mean, it hurt pretty bad. So I'll be battered and bruised, but I'll be watching The Grinch that night for sure. But yeah, I still love doing it. And my nephew thinks when I quit, they'll stop doing it. He's afraid they'll stop doing it. But I've already got referees put aside. So we're good on refs this year. My nephew has all the gear. He insists on keeping it all. He's going to try to keep he's preparing to take over running the Santa Bowl when I leave. He thinks he thinks this may be my last year. It's not. I'm going to try to go to 50. But that was the first time I'd been seriously injured. Like I had to sit out on the sidelines for a little while. I hurt so bad. And I was hobbling. He thought he's never coming back. No, I'm coming back. If I hurt myself again, I'm coming. If I have to go to the hospital afterwards, which we have had in our games. I remember the first 10 years of the Santa Bowl, someone went to the hospital right after. Cracked rib, someone broke the tailbone. Someone dislocated their finger one year. Concussions, multiple concussion years. One had a nasty gash on his forehead, kept bleeding, put a bandana over it and kept bleeding, had to get stitches. I don't know what happened. Someone knocked him and They had a ring or a necklace, and it just scratched him. It was by accident. The kneecap thing was bad too. Hey, Alex. Right as I'm about to head off for the evening, there's Alex. Hello, Alex. Alex, good to see you. Thank you, sir. That's where I'm going to end it, right there with Alex. Isn't that nice? But anyway, folks, yeah. So we're going to do some more streams. I know one special guest for sure. I have a few others I haven't asked. Again, 7 more streams. I am doing you may not see me next week. I don't know. I'm going to try to stream in the morning, one of the days when I get off. Isaac had a great Thanksgiving. Isaac, holy crap. Isaac, next year, I'm not even playing. This is when you should come in. You need to come see the Balkanville Christmas Parade, the Redneck Christmas Parade. I'm streaming it Saturday morning. It's amazing. It's amazing. That's the time you should come. It's for the Redneck Christmas Parade. Shoot, you should also play with us at the Santa Bowl the next week. Like have a whole week trip. Like come around for the holidays. Dude, wait till you see the Redneck Christmas Parade. I'm talking to Isaac because Isaac said he's going to come visit me. That would be awesome. Wait till you see it. I'm going to live stream it. It's they throw out rolls of toilet paper, ramen noodles, all sorts of garbage, and they make fun of themselves for being rednecks. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. My favorite time was their king, the person who led off the thing, had a rebel flag bikini on. The man did, holding a rebel flag and going, yeah. That's how you start a parade. That's how you start a parade. So it was pretty intense. There's people like roasting. My favorite float. They're all trailers. there's a few floats. There's some trailers. They've got they're roasting hot dog weenies over a toilet that has a fire inside of it. A real toilet. They built a fire inside the toilet and they're roasting hot dog weenies over it. That was one of the floats. And then, of course, you always have the crushed beer can ornaments on the tree. I can't wait for next Saturday. All right, folks, that's it. I will see you guys next time. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your weekend.